Hello and welcome to today's video on high altitude investing. Today is going to be a combination between an altcoin and Bitcoin overview and also how you can use altcoins as collateral for margin trading on Poloniex. So first, let's do a little bit of the overview of these altcoins. This is 4-hour candlesticks and we are looking at Ethereum right now. And it's still been generally uptrending since it hit that 38% that I've been talking about. But I actually have a short position on Ethereum right now. I took my profits on my long position, closed it, and I have a short position, and I'm speaking about my personal account right now, by the way, because I am logged into the high altitude investing account currently. So I closed my long position because I was profiting after I saw this right here, how it came up to hit this high at 0.02246 Bitcoin and then came up to hit this high at 0.02263 Bitcoin, and then I thought it was going to uptrend from here, but I saw that it started to break off right here, so I sold my position out. And I'm glad I did because it came clear down to 0.01922 Bitcoin. I have a short position. I waited till it hit 0.0208 Bitcoin and added my short position, and we'll see where it goes. I'm going to short it for a little bit. I'm profiting on my short position right now. If it starts to run up, obviously I'm going to close my short position. Now let's look at MadeSafe. MadeSafe coin has been doing some interesting things. It's pretty much just been downtrending since its high, which was a little bit surprising for me, but it looks to me like it made a really, really good 1, 2, 3 bottom formation right here. And if it starts to break high, if it breaks above 0.001495 Bitcoin, I'm going to buy in a lot of MadeSafe. Like, I'm probably going to spend at least $100 buying in on MadeSafe because I think it has a lot of value potential, and I'm willing to risk that much money on just this one coin. Now let's look at Litecoin. I've been successfully making some profits trading Litecoin. I'll show you where I'm at right now on my Bitfinex. So this is just a different exchange. It's a really good exchange. I like it. I use it quite often. Now let's look here, and as you can see, I have a position of 20 Litecoin, a long position, and my base price was $3.38, and I'm profiting $11, which is a 16% profit. That's not bad for trading Litecoin. And I also have long positions on my personal Poloniex on Litecoin, mainly because it's been downtrending so long and finally hit this bottom right here and just rocketed with a ton of volume after that bottom. I think Litecoin has the potential to run along with Bitcoin. Ethereum and Bitcoin have been kind of battling a little bit recently. If you go to a 4-hour Bitcoin chart and then a 4-hour Ethereum chart, you can almost see the direct correlation of how they oppose each other. So I have been using that to my advantage. Every single time I think Bitcoin is going to make a nice run, I'll throw a short position on Ethereum, and every single time I see Bitcoin hit a first support level on its way up for its uptrend, I'll throw a long position on Ethereum. So that's kind of what I've been doing between Ethereum and Bitcoin. But Litecoin, in my opinion, is a great investment. I'm going to show you that I'm going to put a long position on it here in a second. So yeah, it's a good investment. It started to break out. I think it's going to continue on its uptrend. Nice volume, consistent volume. So I'm holding long on Litecoin. XMR is down 1% today, almost. Down 0.5%, I should say. And XMR has been doing some interesting things since its uptrend, and when it hit its high around March 26, it's been downtrending since then, consistently downtrending. But it looks like we have let me zoom in just a little bit more here. It looks like we have a potential 1, 2, 3 bottom formation here. It hit this nice low at 0.001769 and came up to hit the 2 point of the 1, 2, 3 bottom at 0.002282 Bitcoin, and then is coming down to test that same level that it hit right here. So if it comes down and hits this level or just above this level a little bit and starts to uptrend, I'm going to start buying in on XMR. I closed my position previously because I saw this starting to happen and I did not want to. I'm a firm believer in closing your losses quickly, because if you're losing money on something, just take your loss, don't worry about it, and wait till you can make a better deterministic decision on what you want to do with that coin with your trading. So that's kind of what I'm doing with XMR right now. Now let's look at Dash. Dash is up 2%. On my personal, I actually have a short position on Dash because of this right here. I put a short position on right here at 0.015, and I'm glad I did so far. We'll see. I'm profiting on it right now. If it starts to uptrend and break above this 0.01543 level, then I'm going to sell my position out, obviously, because it's a short position, so I'm profiting off of it losing value. Yeah, so that's my thoughts on Dash. Factom. Factom was another one I was going to look at. Factom is doing an interesting thing to me right now. It came down to test this 23% Fibonacci level, which is the same thing it did clear back here a little bit between January and February. Early February, late January. Hit that same exact level. And it had some nice volume when it came down and hit this level again. If it comes down to test this level and it doesn't break below it, I'm going to add another long position on Factom, or just buy in on the exchange and hold it. Now let's look at BitShares. BitShares is an interesting coin to me. Technology, actually. I use I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is pretty cool. This is BitShares desktop app, and honestly, it's pretty neat. It's basically a decentralized exchange that runs on a blockchain, and you can explore all these different assets. You can explore all these different assets. People have like stocks and stuff on here. You can trade against gas, Bitcoin. Let's see, what else is there? If you look here, you can trade against Bitcoin to the Chinese Yang. BitShares to Euro, BitShares to USD, BitShares to silver, BitShares to gold, BitShares to CNY. So there's just, there's a whole bunch of different markets on here. You can look at all markets. You can user create a market. So this is basically the technology behind BitShares. It's not a coin. It is technically a coin, but it's more of an interface for a decentralized exchange. And that's one of the things that I've been looking for. I'm just waiting for BitShares to upgrade a little bit, have more things that I would be interested in, like more altcoins and stuff like that. But until then, I probably will continue using Poloniex and Bitfinex for most, and one broker for most of my trading. But this is something I'm definitely keeping an eye on. So download the BitShares client if you want to. It's very interesting. As for the price analysis, BitShares is doing a pretty interesting thing. It's just coming down to test this 23% level again, and has, it's been downtrending since March 12th, but we'll see what it does. If it breaks above the 38% level, which is 1100 Satoshi, I'm definitely going to buy a lot more BitShares because I feel like it has a lot of value potential. The technology is groundbreaking. People don't like to trust their money inside of exchanges. I mean, think about Mt. Gox, Cryptsy, all these exchanges that just, boom, vanished, took a bunch of money. Poloniex could do that. I'm not saying it's going to. I trust Poloniex probably more than most of the exchanges out there, but it's a possibility. It's not out of the range of, possibility. So decentralized exchanges are a great technology, and I think they're part of the future of trading. So now let's take a look at Scenario Amp. This is one that I've been buying up a little bit on my personal account because of this right here. It hit this really hard low and bounced high from it. And then I bought in at 8,000 Satoshi right here. And I'm still gaining money on it. So I'm holding my position on Scenario Amp. I think it could start uptrending. It really hasn't made like a significant bottom. This is a pretty significant bottom, but it really hasn't flatlined at a bottom for very long, which is one of my favorite things to look for if I'm going to go really long on a coin with a lot of value. So that's a pretty interesting one. Dogecoin still oscillating at about 50 Satoshi. I don't know what to think about it. I believe that there could be some manipulation of the market by somebody that has thousands of Bitcoin, which I'm not complaining because if I see my signals properly, I can just make money off that too. But it's pretty interesting. My trading signals, by the way. It's pretty interesting to see Dogecoin doing its thing, the joke coin of the internet. It's just a joke pretty much to most people, but it could gain some value. The issue is if you go to coinmarketcap.com, this will give you the market capitalization of all of these cryptocurrencies. If you don't know what a market cap is, it's the value of each unit times the available supply. So the market cap of Bitcoin is $7.1 billion. That means there's a total of $7.1 billion inside of Bitcoin. Now Ethereum is 700 million. And let's see, Dogecoin is 23 million, which really isn't bad, But here's the issue. The available supply is 104 billion. So there's tons of Dogecoin, which is kind of like any other currency. You overprint it or you overmine it, and it's just going to naturally kind of lose value. I'm not saying it's not a good investment. It definitely could be, but that's just my perception on Dogecoin, personally. Now, let's see, what was the other one I was going to show you? I didn't really have too many that I wanted to look at, just the interesting ones that I had been kind of keeping an eye on today. So, yeah, that's basically the that's basically the altcoins and what they're up to today. So now let's take a look at some margin trading. Now, I have 0 total margin value in this account. This is the high altitude investing account I'm logged into right now. So let's check our balances, why don't we? Because last I checked it was about $30. So we've come down about $6, a little less than $6. And that's not bad. I mean, we only invested like $19 in it from the start anyways. But I want to do maybe a live stream soon. I'm considering adding a couple $100 to this particular Poloniex account and doing a live stream once a week where I just margin trade and buy in and sell out and just kind of day trade these altcoins and see what kind of profits we can get doing that. And we'll learn together, the chat box will be there, I'll be answering questions, stuff like that. So that's one of the ideas I've had, and I'm highly considering it. So keep an eye out for that in the future. But what we're going to be showing you here, like I said earlier, is how to use altcoins as collateral for your margin trading. So let's switch over to transfer balances and take our BitShares from the exchange account and transfer it to the margin account. Take our Bitcoin, transfer it to the margin account. Take our Dash, margin account. MadeSafe, margin account. Ethereum, margin account. Now, all of our holdings are no longer in the exchange. They are now into the margin account. And what this allows us to do is we now have quite a bit of trading collateral. We have a total margin value of 0.0470 Bitcoin, which means we could buy 239,000 Dogecoin if we wanted to. We have some collateral so that we can trade some coins on here, margin trading. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to throw a short position here on Ethereum again, because I feel like Bitcoin, which I'll show you in a minute, is going to moon. And when Bitcoin moons, I think Ethereum is going to lose a little bit of its price value, sadly, at least for a couple months. So I'm going to throw a short position on Ethereum of 0.7 Ethereum, since as you can see in our sell place here, we only have a total tradable balance of 5.8 Ethereum. So I'm going to put 0.7. That seems like a pretty nice position size. Oh, that's margin buying. Almost longed the coin. Let's short it, like I was saying. So 0.7 Ethereum and margin sell. So now we have an open short position on Ethereum. If it loses value, we will gain. If Ethereum loses value, we will profit off of it. So we'll see how that's doing in a little while. I might just check it up in about 4 hours and add a little mini clip at the end of the video to see if we were successful in trading Ethereum today. Now let's check out Bitcoin. So this is one of the reasons I want to short Ethereum, is because Ethereum and Bitcoin, like I said earlier, have been kind of battling. Bitcoin has had some nice increased volume, as you can see down here, and it came clear up to 466 again about 12 o'clock on May 7th, I believe. So that's nice. It came up and hit this same level, almost the same level that it hit when it hit 471. It came up and hit 465. So you can see that it is starting to uptrend, continuing its uptrend, and we see this nice little candlestick right here, continuing its uptrend. Yeah, I personally think that Bitcoin is just gonna moon soon, at least $700, and when the halving comes, it might even go up to $1,300 or so. Now, that's just my personal idea on it. People call me crazy when I tell them that, but that's how I see it. That's what I think is going to happen. So, like I said, this is all just my personal trading journal, basically. I wouldn't just go make a trade because of what you hear me say. I would make a trade if you feel like what I said makes sense to you, It's all selective. But yeah, so that's what I think Bitcoin is going to be doing. I think it's going to, surpass 471 within the next few days, and could even start uptrending pretty hard today. We'll see though, and I appreciate your time. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and stay trading. Oh, also, you can check out my website in the description. If you want to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Like or comment. Tell me what you think. If you have any constructive criticism you want to give me, I will write it down and try and work on it in my next video. And that's pretty much it. Have a good day, guys.